I picked up this books, Brain Rules. Oh, it's it got all these rules and it tells you about different things, survival, exercise, sleep, how your brain affects all these things and how these things affect your brain, stress, the wiring, your attention span, memory, sensory integration, vision, music, everything, exploration, everything that when you have trauma, things that could be affected by it. And my whole shit is the new thing that I'm really starting to go through this past month now is it's peripheral neuropathy. I mean, there's so many different neuropathies, and peripheral neuropathy is just the outside of the outside of your nerves. The nerves in the peripheral, That's I got whatever, man. And I'm gonna do a little reading because I took notes. So I don't normally do that, but I can't remember as much as I used to for some reason. But the different peripherals that get affected. I mean, your motor skills, sensory skills. Motor skills, that's obvious. Walking, talking, things like that. Your sensory skill, sensory nerves, they're anything you touch, things you feel, things, heat, cold, pain, that's all your sensory stuff. And then you have the autonomous nerves, which, the autonomous nerves, they control the things that that we don't really control, like like breathing, swallowing, blinking, things. You don't really control that. Oh, yawning, same shit. It's. I suppose that's an autonomic nerve, but then you have those. A mononeuropathy, which is just a single nerve. Fuck. I haven't even read of a case of that, but anyway. And then you have polyneuropathy, which is it's multiple nerves from different locations in your body, which I think is what I suffer from, because it's not one, And then you have the combo neuropathy, which is that's a mix of a bunch of them. And there's a lot of causes to these neuropathies. Could be diabetes, could cause peripheral neuropathy. Chemotherapy, which I had no idea. HIV, I know because it affects your immune system, and an autoimmune can also give you a neuropathy. Autoimmune disorder. That was next on the list. But yeah, that's actually something that I have now. And an autoimmune is just when your immune system attacks itself because it doesn't know what to fucking do. And that's part of me. It sends these weird signals I got going through me. A long-term cause of peripheral neuropathy could be from toxins, taking toxins. You just don't know. They could just whatever. It's a long time. Vitamin deficiencies, alcohol abuse, genetic, and then the funniest one I saw was it's called an idiopathic neuropathy, and that's when they don't know what causes neuropathy and they feel like idiots. I don't know, but I thought it was fun anyway. Then physical injury and trauma. That's how I got mine. And my accident. I don't know if you can see, but anyway, at the spot here, right? So when I severed my nerves. So they mapped like that, that's how they connected. And now, they can no longer connect like that. So now they got to go from the back of my head, they got to go all around, all fucking take this long ass way, which is why it could take, they say up to 10 years. After 10 years, who knows? But you have the most healing you do is within your first year, and then like I find with my second year is that's where my body is starting to my body is starting to settle, and the changes that I'm I fucking hate that shit. Anyway, the symptoms that I have are the ones that I'm gonna stick with. Like the longer I talk, my mouth, my jaw, and like the inside of my mouth gets really numb. Then I start getting a real tight pressure in my eye, and these are my eyes that literally these are my eyes. I had the prism lenses on my glasses because the damage that I have, it knocked my level, my eyes, they were on the same level, but it knocked one out. So now I have one that's on level, and then the other one is it's facing off, so I don't see anything. I see two of everything, and then I put the prism on, and it lines it up. But you can only see straight. There's no reading glasses there. Your peripheral vision sucks as well. But anyway, that was all going good too, and that got just recently got knocked out of whack, and my face gets really numb, and it starts after talking for a little while. It starts to affect my my speech, and I feel it. I feel it by my I feel my mouth fills with saliva, and then I feel like I'm slurring my words, and all this repetitive and things that I seem like I'm trying to get my words out, but I know exactly what I'm saying. It's been a pain in the ass getting words out. I don't know how else to say it, but my motor skills that were affected. Things like with my hand, catching a ball. I get these shooting pains. Sometimes I wear a glove. I'm always rubbing my hand or going like this. Or I'm blowing into it because the inside is ice cold, and people touch my hand. Your hand is warm. What are you talking about? I was like, it doesn't matter if you think it's warm. It's not warm. It's ice cold. And then, it's the most disgusting, clammy feeling that I get. And now I'm starting to get that ice cold. It's now like in the other hand. And that bugged me a little bit. But what really was bugging me more now is the pain in my fingertips. Like when you see me scratching, I'm using my nails because the minute I touch like this that hurts, man. This hurts. It's like the numbness of my legs, right? I tell people, they're like, "What's that like?" And it's like when you're when your foot falls asleep. This is the only way I can think of. I say it all the time. When your foot falls asleep, right, and you know how when it wakes up, and you get to that point where you can't even put it down on the ground because it tingles so much. Well, it's not that bad. But when you can finally put your foot down, but you still get that tingling, that shooting sensation, and it's you can't tell if you like it or you hate it. You know what I'm feeling? But that's what my shit feels like all the time. From my toe to my hip. That's constant, right? I have a super hypersensitive skin. From just above my knee, across to the other side, and then from my knees to about I guess just below the belly there. I have numbness and tingling there. Yo, my left ass cheek, ridiculous, man. And then going up the body. I mean, it's all numb. You know, it's numb. And my first year, like I got the neck tattoo because you know I didn't feel nothing. But when I went, you know, the last time I went to add this thing up here, I feel it now, but it went from numbness to hypersensitive, and this I feel nothing, no sensation at all, and that's what I feel every day, and you know, and then the walk-ins. So my neuro said. She told me that the walking is not so much that I can't walk, because I can, but my mind is starting to work a little better, because the insecurity that she thinks anyway, the insecurity that I feel in my walking is not because I have any more weakness than I have, because the weakness is the same. It's, you know, it's screwed, but it's because I'm a little more aware of my unsteadiness, and she thinks that my unsteadiness is amplified by my fear of falling over, which I guess I agree with 100%, but. You know, the you can read people, you know, and my neurologist appointment was January 13th, and when I called, and that's, you know, it's 2 months to get an appointment on average, and I was up to my I was on my 6-month checkups now. And that was going to be my first 6 month, but when I told her 2 weeks ago that I've been having these symptoms, and then I had these episodes that I have where I feel pressure in my eyes, and then they feel really tight, and then it's like I have tunnel vision, except that I can see my eyes are just, they're like cones, you know, and then I hear. I like dum dum dum, like pounding in my head. So I start having these manic episodes is what I've been having, and where I just start talking a mile a minute, and people, you know, I think it's at a point where people realize that there's got to be something wrong with him right now, because he's not normally like this. So that's when my therapist noticed that, and she's going to say, you know, talk to your neuro. And then my neuro, when I called her and told her about this, she upped my appointment. You know, I called her 2 weeks ago, and I had my appointment today. And like I said, you know, they say when you go through any kind of traumatic experience, you know, when you're in the hospital for any amount of time, you have the same set of doctors, you're doing any kind of rehab work, they say you subconsciously grow a super fondness for your caregiver. And so I do. I feel I care for my doctors a lot. I love my doctor. I think she's amazing. She's great. But you know, I guess I watch her. You know, I've been watching her when I tell her things, and today was the first time where I'm telling her my symptoms, and I saw visible changes in her face, and she's an iron, you know, she's an iron wall. She doesn't let anything go. And I know when I was sitting down, and my hand was starting to bother me. So, and again, it never did this, you know, and I would never have to rub my fingers to breathe life back into my hands. But when I was talking to her and I was doing that, I noticed that she kept glancing down. She kept glancing down. She kept glancing down. And she ordered me another MRI, and she told me, listen, let's just she gave me some zinc right now. She wants me to take zinc. She says zinc may help with the pain in the fingertips and stuff. But she ordered me another MRI, which I just had one in August. But she ordered me another one because now she wants to, and I'm gonna go back to the same place so we can go with the same, and have them do the same settings and shit, so they can do a layer on layer. They can layer it and shit the same exact, and then we can hope. I mean, I hope that it's neurological, because if there's no neurological changes and all this shit is now just mental, yo, I'm in fucking trouble, man.